Alright, we are back on, I think, and this time with Prism. That is better. Alright, Alan, awesome. And you know what? Now the chat, I can see your comment down there. Now when I'm streaming, I guess in the native YouTube app, I don't see your comments the whole entire time. I have to keep swiping the screen. So this is much better. Now I just got to get myself in the habit of turning this on when we go to stream. Because you know, with TikTok, you just kind of click and go. So let's see if I can get a charger plugged in here real quick too. Oh, that wasn't nice. I gotta rebalance or recalibrate my gimbal, I think, because it keeps like sliding out of, especially when I have a charger hooked up to it. All right, so hopefully everybody will start coming back in, but we're gonna make our way over to the overlook. Got my coffee. Cheers. This is way better. All right, awesome, awesome. Yeah, you're definitely gonna have to try it out. So this looks better, and I can also see that there's a little bit of glare on the lights there. Let me wipe the screen off real quick. All right, that looks better too, right? There we go. Don't have the light glares. No floor tour. All right, there we go. I think we're on our way. On our way. Tiffany, Michelle, that's Team Michelle. There we go. See, that's how you can figure it out. Much gooder. I like that. Much gooder. That's something I would say. You guys are falling into the Neon City Walker way of speaking. Let's make our own words up. See, I think this looks so much better than it does on TikTok, to be honest. 1010, that's right. We got 1010, we go from what? 1010, 1011. Thanks for joining us over here, Tiffany. I'm going to keep calling you T this way because we have breakfast at Tiffany too, and she's the original Tiffany. So you know, this does look a lot better on my end too. So, but it looked really good earlier, but this just looks a lot better too. So, all right. That more better. I like that one too, Mud. That's like something you would say when you were like a little kid. I'm more better than you. Night and day difference. All right. Yeah. So now we know. So I guess it would probably be a good investment for me for the $10 a month for Prism Live then. And there's Murakami. It's all right. Always the downer. Yeah, so I guess that would be a good investment. It's like 10 bucks a month or something like that for this Prism Live. And if it's going to make the video quality that much better, then I'm good with that. And then I think our next big next investment would probably be a more better gimbal, a more gooder gimbal. Because this one has been beat up pretty good. It's got a lot of miles on it. Dropped a few times. Because they're a mod here, Mud. A New Balance gimbal. Imagine if they made them. That would be the way it is. Yes, because Murakami and I think Rami came on like one of my first lives here. Way gooder. Yeah. You guys are awesome. So I didn't have any mods like the first time we went on, like last week or whatever. So I think those two were the only two that I knew that were in here. So would you like to be a mod over here also, Mr. Mud? Yeah. Thought he was a mechanic. They just put that next to their name all the time. Let me see if I remember how to do this now. If I click on your name. Oh, you know what? I don't think I can do it right now. I'll have to add you after. Because we're not in the, oh, that guy scared me. I didn't see him. Well, you the boss, Mud. You the boss man. You working tomorrow, Mud? You gonna join us? We're gonna be on early. Got an early morning live tomorrow. Go in, give your crew something to do and keep them busy and be like, do not bug me. I got important stuff. Oh, you're off tomorrow. Nice. There's the baby Hard Rock guitar. I remember the first time I saw that at the original Hard Rock hotel. And I was like, oh man, look how big that guitar is. Now imagine what it's going to look like up the strip now. Now I'm probably going to start over on TikTok for about an hour and then come over here for a while. I think you probably like one of them kind of cool bosses, Mud. Like, if you do your work, I'm going to leave you alone. You know what I mean? You can goof off, just get your work done. That's the kind of boss I see Mud being. You know, not too strict. He just wants to get the work done. That's how good bosses are. All right, don't judge me, but I'm gonna go in Walgreens and get cigarettes. Jay's probably watching and she's gonna yell at me now, but did I ever do? Yeah, don't bother me while I'm watching my TikTok. I tell my boss at work, don't bother me when I'm trying to post and answer comments on TikTok. All right, I'll get the work done. Leave me alone. No, we have not done flyover, but I did this really cool little thing at Area 15 where like you wore the goggles and like pretended you were like some kind of bird or something and flew around. That was really fun. I can imagine that flyover would be really cool, but I'd like to try it.
Yes, I was. Even at home, I had none.
I was an eagle. Hey, how's it going? Which pack of No.
Ariela, ya tu papá consiguió los boletos para el 22 y volver el 26 de avión. Consiguió la fila 1.
22, 26. Ah, ya.
El 26 siempre sí. ¿Te vienes con nosotros?
Sí, sí, sí.
¿A las 7 de la mañana?
Sí.
Bueno, entonces ya pasó.
Ay, no.
No hay nadie ahí.
¿Para qué me avientas?
No, yo no.
Have a good day. Yeah, the new area zones in Area 15. We got to get over there and check that out. We haven't been there in a while. I heard the Iceland one was like the best one, or one of the best ones for the flyover. All right, now I'm done getting my stuff. So this is like, you know, the unpolished type of live stream that you get with us, right? The Chicago one. See, I would probably prefer to do the Iceland one. You know what I mean? I flew into Chicago one time. I drove through Chicago a couple times. So these are some pretty long escalators. I would not want to be walking up these if they were broke. Chicago one was filmed using a drone. Yeah, you know, I always wondered how they would film that stuff, you know what I mean? Or if it was just all AI generated. Now that patio up there at Brewdog, that's a rooftop bar. That used to have the view that we're about to see until they put up the big sign for the overlook here. So it's still a really great view and it's a really great restaurant, but some of the view kind of got taken away with that. Mark, what's going on, buddy? How are you? Where are we headed? We are up on the overlook. Just checking out the views up here, Tiff. Wonder if there's a way to turn the exposure down. There, maybe we can turn the exposure down a little bit. That is an awesome view though. Look at that. Never realized how tall the Waldorf was. Nice view of New York, New York. See Mandalay down there. Can we see the beam from the Luxor? There it is. There's the beam from the Luxor. It's calling you, Mud. Get a nice view right up the strip. Try to zoom in a little and see. There we go. Now if I zoom in a little bit, does it get a little grainy for you all? Or is it better out a little bit? And that looks a little better. Dude, that would be so awesome if you came out here for SEMA, man. Kelly G, what's going on? Welcome in. Your first YT. Awesome. This is beautiful up here at night. So these red things here, they are going to have eventually vines growing up on them. It's going to provide some shade. We've been up here during the day and there is not a whole lot of shade up here. There's really no shade up here. So once those things get those vines growing on them, probably going to take a year or so to really, hopefully they're fast moving vines. And this is the edge. That's the rail, and you can look right over the side here. Watch the cars going up and down the strip. Get a pretty good view down the strip too. I think on the other side here is where the In-N-Out burger is going to be. That's still going to be the world's largest In-N-Out burger. They have a nice little seating area up here. See, now it looks a little dark. Let's see. Maybe that looks a little better. Some people having a little date night up here. Cute little date night location. Grab yourself some coffee from Hello Kitty. Come on, walking up here. Soon enough, they're going to have these retail spots are going to be open. Probably going to have some restaurants up here. Let's walk over and check out the In-N-Out. This is that sourdough pizza place. How you doing? Not open yet. Looks like it's getting ready to open. Polo Towers in the back. Polo Towers are kind of a sleeper. We stayed there and they were super nice. They have balconies. We had a really nice view of the East Mountain, Sunrise Mountain and all that. We're gonna take a walk over there in a second, Murakami. I'm gonna stick you guys over the wall here so you guys can see what the In-N-Out burger is gonna look like inside, how much work they're getting done. Let's see. Oh. Had to get up on my tippy toes for that one. All right, let's go over and check it out and see. Now, I don't see any signs on the windows or anything. Looks like they're probably like a couple weeks away, 2-3 weeks away probably. Now out here that probably means they'll be open next weekend. Who knows? Yeah, there always is something new happening in Vegas, Alan. If you think about it, Vegas has to continuously change, right? And that's what makes people want to come back. Now, I know a lot of people want, you know, original old Vegas and things like that, but, you know, kind of makes sense to change, you know, every so often. Got a nice reflection on the windows there. That's why I kind of, you know, one of the reasons me and Jay kind of really started doing this live stream, and after we kind of did our first couple and we were like, ah, yeah, all right, that was cool. But then we did a few more and people were asking questions and we started like kind of answering the questions and kind of were like, man, this is pretty cool to do. Kind of wish we had this back in, you know, the late 90s when we first started coming here. If there were live streamers or like social media to tell you, you know, the happy hours and, you know, that this new restaurant opened up or this new attraction opened up, it would have made our trips so much more fun, because a lot of our trips, I mean, I don't know how many times we were like looking forward to going to a certain restaurant and we'd walk there and it was shut down and something new was there and we had no idea. So now our whole night was planned around going to a particular restaurant and we had to change our plans on the fly. So, you know, being able to put this information out for you guys is like one of the things that we really drives us with the social media, because it is constantly changing out here. front of In and Out. I can't really get much more. My arm only goes out so far. Yeah, that happens a lot too, Alan, right? You plan things and then you hear about something else and all your plans fall through. But it makes it a lot easier when you can just jump on social media and, you know, YouTube or TikTok and look up and see what's going on. I still don't think there's a prettier city at night than Vegas, that's for sure. They're going to be doing some magic or something. So there's JD. We tried to try them sneakers on in there that one day, but they really didn't want to help us, so maybe I'll try the one at the other outlet store, outlet mall. Does make a huge difference. Yeah, I can kind of see it on my end now also, and I think I finally got the exposure looking pretty good. I'll have to try around with it a little more. I guess like the exposure filters, it seems like it gets dark, a little darker than I want it to be. But then it lights bright, you know, with the lights. So let's see. No, that is definitely too dark. If we just go with original, that's original. How's that look? Feel like you're looking out the car window. Nice. Good. Now it had on there like what I wanted my stream quality to be. So the highest I could pick was 1080. So that's where we're at now. I wonder if it has a higher resolution if I get the Pro model. So let's talk about tomorrow. What do you guys want to go check out tomorrow? You guys are on with us in the morning. You know, that's what I was trying to explain to Jay, is that, you know, people will watch these playbacks of the live and stuff on their big TVs and things like that because it looks so good on the TV. My kids watch YouTube all day, all night on the TV, and it's absolutely amazing. Now, who remembers when Sugar Factory was up at the Fashion Show Mall? Have you guys ever ate there? We ate there years ago when it was at the fashion show. Kristen, we're going to make it up that way. We're going to make it up that way tonight and tomorrow. We'll be showing that. Hopefully we'll get to see them put some more windows or something in. Alan, you can always reach out to Jay too. She can help you with your travel bookings. She is a travel advisor. If you know, you may be able to get better deals than she can offer, because some of the casinos out here right now have some really good deals going on that she couldn't be able to touch. A's Progress, we can check that out tomorrow. I have a good spot that I think we can go to check out the progress of the A's stadium. What's funny is I was thinking about it earlier. Panda Express. I have not underneath us. It's a two-story Walgreens in here. So tomorrow we're probably going to start around 6 a.m. Vegas time, somewhere in that area. We'll be on. Switch over here. Maybe around 7:30 or something like that. So I'd like to try to do the dual streams, get some people that follow us over there to come over here.
Yeah, man.
Gordon Ramsay burger. I don't know. I mean, there's plenty of good burgers on the strip that are a lot cheaper than Gordon Ramsay's burger. Probably even better. I'm not a huge fan of the celebrity chef restaurants to begin with. I feel like they're like very bland. A lot of the food in those places are bland. Can we crop out a little bit? There we go. We can crop out a little bit more. There we go. No, I wish they had like bigger Hello Kitty coffees. These are only like 16 ounces. I wish, or maybe it's a 20. I wish they had like 32-ounce hot coffees that I could carry around, because I go through coffee just way too quick. So this is the nice thing too about being on here. I love Planet Hollywood's ambiance. I'm just gonna grab you guys off the gimbal real quick. think sometimes you just gotta know not to walk around too much. In the Wolfgangs aren't too bad. Well, I had his pizza, Wolfgang's. Yeah, there is Guy Fieri in Vegas. So I love the lighting in here. See how it's like just very kind of not very bright. I really like that. I think the not so bright lighting in a casino is so much better. 32-ounce coffees. Yeah, I would love a 32-ounce coffee. Love 32-ounce coffees. I had a big old, this is actually really good down here, the Cafe Hollywood. They have good coffee in here. They have good desserts in here too. Remember, I think 7-Eleven had like a 64-ounce like thermos cup. I had one of them one time, and I filled it up with coffee. I made like 3 pots of coffee and filled it up. I love it. There's Caramellas. So Caramellas, I think, is really not that good. I think it's a little pricey, and the food actually was really bland when we went. I got some kind of chicken dish, and it didn't even come with pasta. And I asked, like, all right, well, can I get a side of pasta? And they were like, well, the side of pasta, they wanted me to buy like a whole pasta meal. So I was like, yeah, no thanks. I don't want to pay $30 for a side of pasta, along with the $60 that I'm paying for the chicken. So, and I asked for bread, and they're like, well, you got to order garlic bread. They didn't have plain table bread. So I was not really that impressed with Caramellas. So that's just a quick walk through.
Nobody walks in the shop. Asian lady, I'm Asian too. What the fuck is this? Right over here.
Whoop. Put you guys back on the gimbal real quick.
I know you walk
Spin you around.
That's my way. I get it.
There we go.
I'll take this to the strip club later. Fucker. Here we go.
Got you all the right way now.
Fucking way. Mom, it's me.
That was fun. Yo, that was our flyover. There we go. We got the fountain shows going across the street. Here's you can kind of see it from the corner here. Yes, coffee is life. Let's get that like button. I'm not sure how the algorithm treats things on YouTube either, so we'll figure it all out, and you guys will be here. Give us the learning curve that we need. All I know is that there is a lot more with the copyright. I got to figure out how to turn the music on to try to drown some of this out in the background. Or if I can turn on like background noise reduction or something like that. That's probably all paid stuff on this Prism app. So do some research tonight and hopefully have it all set up for you guys in the morning, so it'll be a much smoother live stream. These first couple are going to be a little bit rough, so I appreciate you guys hanging in there with us as we learn. And any suggestions or tips, just let me know. Accommodate you all. I'm a little off balance here again. that? Let's see. Oh, bro. Thank you, Murakami, for that. What's the song at the fountains? I cannot hear the song at the fountains right now. Way too much noise going on. Lots of action going on here. We got fountains, we got noise of people eating, the police. They got somebody by the car questioning. It is always, and it's a lot more crowded now because you can't walk down the other side of the strip. So I'm gonna have to pull over in a minute and wipe my glasses off. There's one of them statue people in the background there. I don't really like to show them. They get a little bit. Some of the street performers, if you walk past and put them on camera, they get mad because they're performing, right? And I get that. So if I had some cash on me, I'd throw some cash in there and just like, hey man, let me record you for a minute. But I don't have no cash right now, so. We got a nice crowd going on right now. Yep. These are CVS. Me and Jay stop here a lot for beverages, iced coffees, and soda and stuff when we're out streaming. That's where you should be buying your drinks and your snacks. Take them back to your room. Don't pay hotel prices because they're just going to rip you off in gift shops and stuff at the hotels. Going to charge you. So I heard, I have not seen it, so I don't know if it's true, but I heard that they have surge pricing, that if it's really busy, the water goes from $6 to $8. I am going to check that out. I'm going to look into that, right? Because I think that's kind of hard. Like, you know, it would be a little bit difficult to do, right? You got to change the price of your whole inventory, you know? So on the so I've seen that. I just don't know if it's true or not. Has anyone experienced that? The Dancing Gorilla on Fremont, he's always funny. Yeah, if you ever want to check out the Dancing Gorilla on Fremont, I think, man, I forget his name now. He has his own TikTok channel. Victor is Love or something like that, I believe, is the Dancing Gorilla's channel. He is pretty cool. It's fun to watch for a couple minutes. Oh yeah, B-Boys does show him a lot. I think him and B-Boys are pretty good friends, so that's cool. B-Boys kind of supports him out like that. I'll tell you what, I think this Prism's a bit of a battery drain. I gotta get you hooked up here real quick. have to pull over here on the side in a minute, try to get you guys hooked up to a charger. And we got a broken escalator. Imagine that. I feel like last week that other escalator side was broken, and now this week that side's broken, almost like it's a setup. All right, let me set you guys down here for a second, try to get you in a whew. That's tough. I can walk up, I get more tired and winded walking up steps slow than I do fast. So, all right, let's see if this will work with the charger on for you guys. This way we don't have to end the stream. I was at like 65% when we started. I think the Prism Live eats up a little bit more battery. So I'm gonna have to remember that and keep the charger with me. So this is pretty cool right here. People going down the escalator, slap their gum there. Stickers, gum. So this is the Cromwell, soon to be rebranded into the Vanderpump. Lisa Vanderpump is going to be running this, or it's going to be branded after her. She's partnered up with Caesars. And I have a feeling, just like everything Lisa Vanderpump does, it's going to be a moneymaker. You know, it'll probably bring in a younger crowd that, you know, is into the Vanderpumps and, you know, all those reality people. What's that on? Bravo, I guess, right? Now, we got Pinky's over here at the Flamingo, which is one of her restaurants. She has one at Paris and she has one in Caesars. We've been to Pinky's Vanderpump here and the one over at Caesars, and me and Jay constantly forget to go to the one at Paris for some reason. I don't know, but here's my favorite. I love this part of the strip. I usually like walking on the other side of the strip and looking over at the Flamingo from the Caesar side of the strip. But not tonight. Of course, the gimbal is a little more harder to control when I got this cord hanging off it. Really not liking that. Yeah, the one in Paris is beautiful, but we've never gone there for happy hour or anything. Her shows actually, they're kind of like a guilty pleasure for me. Her shows. I'm like a closet reality TV person. Jay loves reality TV. I usually lay in bed next to Jay and just listen to the shows. And I kind of know what's going on because I'll miss an episode and not know it. And they'll say something, and I'll be like, wait a second, I thought I thought Tom and Rachel were going out, and she's like, no, that was 2 episodes ago. So yeah, so I do pay attention. It's a little guilty pleasure, you know. Across the street, we can see the Omnia Day Club being built. That's going to be humongous. That's going to be like 3 stories. It's right on the strip. I think that's really the first time they've ever going to have like a day club right there on the strip. I guess the closest thing that you can have to like that is up there at the Wynn. Has the pool club out front, but that's kind of less conspicuous, you know. It's a little bit having it right out here and advertised, and it's going to have that like pathway that's going to take you right over to Omnia nightclub. Now Caesars is a beautiful property too. That looks really nice at night. Come on, you guys aren't going to tell me that you guys don't have certain TV shows or something that you watch on the down low. I'm just more open about it.
Can love me better, baby. Paint my nails, cherry rain. Much the roses and there truly. I'm singing. Now remove. I forgive every word you
You're saying no, Murakami? I don't believe you. I don't believe you. All right, we already been in the link tonight. Let's just walk up. My legs are starting to get a little tired. I want to go try to find Jay. See how many steps we walked today. 17,400 and some steps today. So we're a little on the lower end of our Tuesday step count, but you guys ever seen our watch? Oh. There we go. Has our Neon City Walker logo on it. On the download, you'll watch an Eagles game. Well, that's great TV right there. I mean, the last couple of weeks haven't been, but last season was better than this season. I really wish they had a repeat of last season. Hey, is Mike out tonight, Murakami? I wanted to meet up with him and like shake his hand, congratulate him on getting married. But we haven't been out at the same time in a while. I think, doesn't he take off Monday and Tuesdays and Wednesdays? Something like that. That's boring TV if you're trying to fall. Ah, man. I'll tell you what. Josh, go back to the Eagles, last season Eagles, and watch the rerun of the season finale. It's probably the best TV you'll ever watch in your whole entire life. Oh, man. But you're right, this year it is pretty boring, Josh. That's for sure, man. He's doing a Chinatown stream. Nice. I wanted to tell him about a coffee shop that I found in Chinatown the other night, me and Jay, while we were driving around. and I wanted to see if you wanted to meet up there one night for coffee. Take the little shortcut. Sometimes I do this when we're on the other thing, but I do a floor tour because this is the piano bar. Love the piano bar. We did a stream here, a bunch of us one night. Bumpo. Perfect time, right? I want to cool down. I'm sweating a little bit. I got a flannel on, so I should have took it off. Yeah, you opened up a door you didn't want to on that one, Josh. That's for sure. No, but you guys are having a nice little run right now. That's for sure. So this is in Harrah's. Nothing great in Harrah's. I just wanted to come and cool off for a second. Oof. Really wanted to be outside because I love looking over at the Forum shops. The way that the purple lights on Harrah's shine up on the Forum shops. And there we are with there's the Mirage's guitar. That's the new guitar that they're building at the Mirage. That's going to be, I can't wait for the Hard Rock to open up. That looks pretty at night too. We'll check this out in the morning. I'll probably end up grabbing like my first cup of coffee at McDonald's, and then we'll hang out here for a couple minutes and look at the I'll tell you what, one thing about Harrah's, right? If you go to their food court, is way overpriced for a budget hotel, right? I think Harrah's is like kind of more of a budget-friendly hotel. If you go to Fulton Street, that's their food court. Their coffee, like drip coffee, is like $8 or $9 for a drip coffee, which is absolutely ridiculous. And then there's a couple restaurants in there that, you know, breakfast is like $26 for like eggs and stuff. So it's definitely one of those hotels where the prices for the food and stuff way overpriced. If you're gonna pay more for your breakfast than you did for your room, that's crazy.
Double the money, double the fun.
They sing Sweet Caroline 7th inning at Fenway. I did not know that. Yeah, I think that is kind of crazy, right? And typical for Caesars properties. You know, I think Caesars properties in general, all the food and restaurants are a little bit overpriced. They're mid and like not so great restaurants are expensive. Now, you can find some good deals in the Link Promenade, but like inside, you know, I think like Pizza Buddy or whatever it is right there is a little bit expensive. You know, $13 a slice. So, you know, there's a lot better places, a lot better, more wallet-friendly places to go. And, you know, maybe take a little bit of a walk in the morning to grab your coffee and stuff like that. Save yourself a couple dollars, you know. Even on the Strip, the Denny's here is expensive, right? So you're not always going to get yourself a great deal going to Denny's, right? You think you're going, you know. But one of the best places, Planet Hollywood, right? Inside Planet Hollywood, the Miracle Mile, that's like one of the best places to get breakfast. Blondie's and La Salsa Cantina, $5.99, $6.99 for your breakfast. You know, they have a lot of lunch specials, happy hour specials. There's a burger place in there called Ketchup that runs burger specials during the day. So there's a lot of good places to get some good cheap meals without having to break the bank. You know, the deals are out there. Sometimes you just have to walk a little bit to get them. But New York, inside the what's that, Greenberg's Deli in there, they have that breakfast burrito that I love with the scrambled egg, pastrami, corned beef, Swiss cheese. That's $9.99 and you get a coffee with it, and it's a pretty big breakfast burrito. So, and the coffee's not bad. It's just regular drip coffee, not too bad. Nothing spectacular. If you're looking for better coffee, go down and have a later breakfast and go to Hello Kitty right outside New York's doors. Pack a Slim Keurig coffee machine, yeah. So that's something I wanted to talk about is, you know, back in the day, Vegas, you know, had coffee makers in rooms and they had mini fridges, things like that, right? Now, if those things returned to a room, right, and you were paying a resort fee, but that was one of the amenities you were getting, right? So that, you know, if you're like me, you wake up and you want your coffee right away, I'll make a pot of coffee in the room, and then, you know, I may not have that much of a problem going and paying those resort fees. But when I'm just like kind of getting nothing for my resort fee, that's when you kind of feel ripped off, right? So if they gave you some more perceived value, then you know, that's probably something that a lot of people would Hey, look everybody, it's Jay's YouTube premiere. She's singing the opera like the Gondola people. Trust me, we don't really want her to sing. Lip syncing is fine, okay? Huh? I didn't marry you for your singing voice. Yeah, the amenities don't match the resort fees for sure. And if you look on the hotel websites, what the resort fees cover, it's very basic shit like your internet, like HBO Max or something like that. There's really not a whole lot listed under resort fees of what they're supposed to cover. So yeah, it's kind of like, you know, if they offered more, then the resort fees would probably be easier to swallow, you know. What's going on? All right. So this is on the Prism Live.
Nice, looks good.
So apparently it looks better. Put it on your phone and see what it looks like.
I was watching it.
Oh, you were?
Yeah.
Well, it doesn't tell you. So that's another thing that's different than
you don't know who's watching.
you don't know who's watching, or at least like if I hit the. Say hey to Josh.
Hi, Josh. Hi, guys.
So I ended the first stream because they said it was grainy.
Yeah.
So I was like, well, let me try this Prism Live. And
What's up?
it actually works pretty good.
Okay, yeah. He can walk the dog, right? Just walk her like to the end of like. Or,
Yeah, not like a long walk.
Yeah, not like a long walk. Just walk her like to around like the whole time. Hi guys, what's up, Tiffany? Hey, Mud. All right, babe, I love you. Hola, friends. Thank you for joining us.
My son's asking about what he can do with walking his foster dog, quote unquote. So that's 2 foster fails we got. No more.
Yeah, that's it. She got spayed today. So she's a very high energy dog, so she wants to go out.
Yeah, she wants her. He normally takes her for about a 2.5 mile walk every night. But since she just got spayed, we're gonna have to cut that down to like a 2.5 block walk.
It was very, very active tonight here.
Good, good.
That.
Good, good.
So I got more. I think I should try and get a card.
Yeah, show me when you get back over to the car. You can see there. We can see the Mirage guitar in the background there.
So that's the media guy. This is Boa, and that's good.
Oh, cool.
This place. Oh, these two places are like. This is like. Let's say it.
You're trying to scoop us.
Hey, baby. Nobody can network with me.
Right.
I walked to this guy. This guy was. These 3 people were lost. They were all the way over. Gosh, where did I first see them? I saw them. They were like so far, and they were trying to find Atomic Saloon, and they were like all the way over.
That's
And
tough to find.
it is, and I was like,
Because you gotta go up the escalators and.
first I was trying to say where to go, and then I'm like, you know what? I'll just show you.
Right.
I took them all the way over there.
Start charging like a
I
tour
know.
fee, you know.
And then I told these people didn't know how
Go
to
over on that side. 'Cause that has all the boats, right?
get. Yeah. Well, once in a while they come here.
Yeah.
And then I walked these other people. They were here. Like people get so lost in here.
Commercial break for Jay. Yeah, she's telling me about her night.
Sorry.
Telling us about the night. That she has fun when she does her thing, and I go walk around. Like she had some things she wanted to record. So there's the guy with the easiest job in all of Vegas. That is the gondola lifeguard right there.
This girl, I think it's her. She has the most beautiful voice.
We got one couple taking a nice little ride around.
I have fun. You would think that when Jimmy leaves and people are probably like, oh, your husband leaves. I'm like, no, I have a great time. I meet all kinds of people.
Jay's very personable, very approachable, talks to like everyone. She'll talk to like a wall poster. I'm more quiet and reserved. I'm almost ready to go home.
Me too.
I gotta get up at 4:15.
And how are we going to do that?
He's gonna drop me off up here.
You're
I'm
just
just
going
gonna
to stay
wait.
up here all day? Okay.
Yeah.
You're going to be tired.
Oh, I ran into Chris and Melissa.
No. How?
They ran in and out, and I was at the Link Promenade.
So you saw them? Aww.
Yep.
They were going to Sphere, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Send me a picture of her outfit. How
Yeah,
was
she looked good. She was dressed up like Dorothy.
I saw she was so her hair. I was like, your hair looks so good.
And C Dubs was dressed up as a dashing dapper Don. He had one of those nice suit jackets.
Nice.
You know? Yeah. They look good. They look good. So,
We'll see them tomorrow.
yes, we're going to see them. I'm going to try to meet up with them in the morning.
And they go hang out at the pool.
And then we'll go hang out. Yeah. All right. So I think that we are going to sign off for tonight because I have to get up at like 4:15. And I'm going to do the early morning stream. I'm probably going to end up first on TT, on TikTok for about an hour or so. Then take a little break and then come back on here for a while and then maybe go back there. I don't know. We're going to try to I don't want to ever really dual stream because I like to pay attention to the chat. I think that would be too confusing. So I'd rather just flip-flop back and forth. So I want to thank all of you for joining. If you have not subscribed to our channel, check out our channel, check out our links. We're going to be adding some more links, and we do have a pretty big announcement that's going to be coming up pretty soon too. So stay tuned for that. And we'll see you guys in the morning. Thanks so much for joining us. Mud, if you're still on here, I will make you a mod on here when I get home and figure that out. So you guys have a great night.